Unraveling historical misunderstandings involves exploring and clarifying instances where miscommunication or misinterpretations have led to humorous, yet often consequential situations throughout history. This concept is crucial in understanding not only the nature of historical events, but also the human tendency to misinterpret information, which can lead to both comedic and serious outcomes. By delving into these misunderstandings, we can gain insight into the importance of communication and cultural differences, as well as the surprising twists that have shaped our past. One classic example of a humorous historical misunderstanding is the War of the Stray Dog in 1925. This minor conflict between Greece and Bulgaria occurred after a Greek soldier chased his dog across the border, and panic ensued. Although it resulted in casualties, the incident itself stemmed from a simple cross-border misunderstanding, making it a peculiar and amusing chapter in diplomatic history. Another example is the Emu War of Australia in 1932, where soldiers armed with machine guns took on flightless birds, causing crop destruction. Miscommunication and underestimation of the emu's resilience turned this military operation into a farcical failure, underscoring the unpredictability of actions based on misunderstood situations. Supporters of exploring these misunderstandings argue that they offer valuable lessons about human error and the lighter side of history. They highlight the fallibility of even the most strategic minds and the importance of context and intent in communication. However, some might argue that focusing on the comedic aspect of misunderstandings could trivialize the serious consequences that often accompany such events. For instance, while some misunderstandings can be amusing, others have led to wars or significant political consequences which shouldn't be downplayed. These misunderstandings also intersect with broader historical narratives by illustrating how small. These instances highlight the complexities of communication and the profound effects misunderstandings can have on historical narratives and relationships. In relation to the topic of the top 7 funniest misunderstandings in history, this point serves as a cornerstone, illustrating how even the most serious moments can take a bizarre and amusing turn due to misinterpretations. The significance of this point is rooted in its ability to showcase the human element in history. It emphasizes that history is not just a series of cold, hard facts, but a tapestry woven with human errors, assumptions, and the often hilarious consequences that arise from them. This understanding invites the audience to engage with history on a more personal and relatable level, highlighting how simple misunderstandings can alter the course of events in profound ways. For example, one famous historical misinterpretation is the War of Jenkins' Ear in the 18th century. What began as a dispute over an ear, allegedly cut off by Spanish coast guards, escalated into a full-blown war between Britain and Spain. The sheer absurdity of how such a minor incident led to a significant conflict underscores the comedic potential of historical misunderstandings. Another example includes the Great Emu War in Australia, where a simple attempt to manage the emu population turned into a bizarre conflict between humans and birds, resulting in the emu's victory. Such examples illuminate the humor found in the unpredictability of human actions and decisions. While these stories are entertaining, critics might argue that focusing on the comedic aspects of historical misinterpretations oversimplifies complex events and undermines their underlying seriousness. Furthermore, some might contend that highlighting these humorous aspects risks trivializing the broader consequences that ensued. Despite these challenges, exploring famous historical misinterpretations offers valuable insights into the unpredictable nature of history and its storytelling. It connects with other aspects of the main topic by showcasing how misunderstandings have continually shaped our world, emphasizing their enduring impact across different eras and societies. By understanding these humorous historical events, the audience gains a more nuanced appreciation of human nature and the often unpredictable path of history. Language barriers can be succinctly described as obstacles in communication that arise due to differences in language or linguistic proficiency among individuals. These barriers often lead to misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and sometimes downright comical situations. In the context of top 7 funniest misunderstandings in history, language barriers play a pivotal role as they often serve as the catalyst for these humorous misconceptions. The significance of language barriers and misunderstandings cannot be overstated. They highlight the fundamental role language plays in human interaction and how its misinterpretation can lead to unintended and often amusing outcomes. For instance, the Treaty of Waitangi in 1840 between British Crown representatives and Maori chiefs in New Zealand is a notable historical example. Misinterpretations in translation led to discrepancies in the understanding of sovereignty and ownership, causing prolonged disputes. Though not funny at the time, this highlights the potential for miscommunication on a large scale. On a lighter note, there's the famous incident during the Cold War, when Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev proclaimed, "We will bury you." The phrase was mistranslated in the West, suggesting a literal threat of burial, whereas Khrushchev intended to imply economic competition. Opinions supporting the idea that language barriers significantly contribute to misunderstandings suggest that these barriers underscore the importance of precise communication and cultural awareness. Advocates argue that overcoming language barriers can enhance international relations and personal interactions alike. However, language barriers also present challenges and controversies. For example, some argue that expecting universal language proficiency may erase cultural identities, while others believe that technological solutions, like translation apps, could oversimplify complex linguistic nuances. This concept of language barriers influencing misunderstandings connects deeply to other aspects of the main topic by emphasizing the unpredictability of human communication. It shows how even with the best intentions, miscommunication can cause situations to spiral humorously out of control. Moreover, these barriers often intersect with cultural differences, further compounding misunderstandings. Understanding language barriers can help audiences appreciate the intricacies of communication and encourage a more thoughtful approach to interactions across cultures. By acknowledging these barriers, we gain insights into the humorous potential of misunderstanding while fostering a greater appreciation for effective communication. Cultural differences. Leading to Historical Humor explores the concept where misunderstandings arise from differing cultural norms, languages, and customs. These misunderstandings can lead to humorous situations as each culture, when members of one culture misinterpret the actions or words of another, they can create scenarios ripe with unintended hilarity. This concept is significant to the main topic as it highlights how communication and perception, when skewed by cultural filters, have led to some of the funniest misunderstandings in history, giving us stories that amuse and enlighten. One classic example is the "I thought you said" moment that occurred between Japanese and American negotiators during a diplomatic translation mishap in the 20th century. When a Japanese diplomat used the word mokusatsu, which can mean either ignore or withhold comment, it was mistranslated in a way that escalated tensions unnecessarily, leading to a series of amusing diplomatic back and forths. Another instance is the famous 1889 Paris exhibition incident, where the French misunderstood the Japanese word takai, meaning expensive, as takai, meaning tall, resulting in confusion over the height versus cost of one of the exhibits. These examples underscore how language and cultural context can twist serious discussions into humorously tangled narratives. From a supporting opinion standpoint, many believe that these historical blunders showcase the beauty and diversity of human communication as well as the importance of cultural sensitivity. Such stories not only entertain but also educate modern audiences about the potential pitfalls of cross-cultural interactions. However, there are challenges and controversies associated with these misunderstandings. Some argue that focusing on humorous aspects might downplay more serious consequences these incidents can have, such as political tensions or economic impacts. Additionally, there's an alternative viewpoint suggesting that laughing at these misunderstandings can perpetuate stereotypes instead of fostering genuine understanding. This point connects to the broader topic by showing how historical humor, often unintentional, reveals deeper truths about human interaction and the importance of thoughtful communication. It emphasizes that many of history's funniest moments arose not from malice or ineptitude, but from the natural complexities of cross-cultural exchanges. Understanding these instances not only provides amusement, but also valuable lessons, linking humor to cultural education and bridging gaps between societies. Like and subscribe for more.